Here are the scenarios for the SEC. Tennessee needs to win at Auburn. They need LSU. They'd like for LSU to lose. That's not going to happen. Vanderbilt hasn't won a conference game. Kentucky needs to beat Florida and have LSU, Tennessee lose. And though LSU is well on its way to its first SEC title in a decade, the Bayou Bengals could well wind up the biggest loser. Will Wade will not coach in the game. LSU suspends its head coach in wake of a Yahoo Sports report in which an FBI wiretap caught Will Wade discussing a strong-ass offer, quote, to a recruit that had not been accepted yet. Wade was then given an opportunity, according to multiple reports, to talk with his superiors in the LSU administration about this and declined to do so. So LSU suspends their head coach. Here is the statement that LSU has offered, as we have done since media reports first surfaced months ago. We are closely monitoring and coordinating with the NCAA every step. They have our full cooperation, and we will continue to report to them all facts and information on this matter. All of us at LSU share the obligation to protect the integrity of this institution. As such, we have suspended Will Wade indefinitely until such time as we can ensure full compliance with the NCAA, as well as institutional policies and standards. Wade himself issued a statement to a newspaper in New Orleans saying that the reports don't begin to tell the full story, but then he has not stepped up to tell the story himself. Jay Bilas joins us now. Again, Jay, as you look at this, LSU might well be in position to part ways with a coach that, frankly, the administration would prefer to give a raise to.
Yeah, but my question for LSU is, what took you so long? I mean, this information's been out there for a long time. It's been out there for almost a year. And we're seeing now, because of the recent report, that not only LSU, but TCU and Creighton have both suspended assistant coaches in the wake of this. And it seems a little bit of situational ethics, frankly, to me. We've been wringing our hands over this for the longest time. The truth is, nobody cares. People only care if it's their school or their rival school. Most people know that this has been going on since the NCAA first started. It's not just in basketball. It's been happening in football, and everybody knows it. So there's not a lot of people with raised eyebrows that are expressing this horrible concern. My issue is if NCAA administrators, and I mean the administrators at schools, ADs, presidents, are going to talk about integrity all the time, why don't they start showing some? This is the first time we've seen somebody suspended over this, and it's the first time somebody's taken any action about stuff that they know has been going on. And so I've been a little bit disappointed in the response to this. And all you have to do is ask Silvio DeSouza at Kansas, how things work here. At the hint of a player being involved in something, just the whiff of it, the player's suspended and has to be proven innocent before he can be reinstated. If it's a coach, man, you got to have a body in front of the coach with a smoking gun before anything's done about it. And I think the Coaches Association needs to step forward and start licensing coaches to where the coaches can discipline themselves. License the coaches, then you can suspend a license or pull a license, and then we can start getting something done if coaches mean anything about integrity.
Until they change rules, we can say all we want about, this has been going on forever. But until we change rules, we all have to abide by the rules. And look, this was very clear. And the language that Will Wade used in that taped conversation is egregious. Now, look, at least LSU did something, because, other schools have had the same opportunity and didn't do absolutely anything whatsoever. So, look, I commend LSU. Here's the interesting thing. Will Wade's not talking. So basically, a line has been drawn in the sand. All right, the university has one responsibility now. They're going to protect their interest, and their interest is they don't want to get an NCAA penalty for lack of institutional control. And Will Wade, he's on the other team, and that's why he's not talking to anyone. And he's going to get his own attorney to defend his position. So what you have is an impasse. I would be shocked if Will Wade gets through this week still as the head coach, even with pay, while this is going on.
Well, according to the reports, and they had some of the language from his contract, but a lot of it is boilerplate type language with coaches' contracts. But his decision, apparently, according to the reports, not to talk to LSU administration would give them an opportunity to fire him for cause, not pay him any, or not pay him anymore.
Yeah, pleads the fifth, right? Pretty much, essentially. I just don't like the double standard, and JB alluded to it before, that as a coach, you're innocent until proven guilty, but as a player, you're guilty until proven innocent. And I think the big thing about this whole situation is the way it went down, too, RD, is the fact that it almost seemed it was after he had a failure to comply with the investigation from LSU that they decided to suspend him. And the reality is that, the NCAA has set this precedent that as long as you keep winning, we're okay.
Yeah. No, but they did.
I'm not saying with LSU. I'm not saying that with LSU.
What
but
about
I'm saying there's a lot of
Smart's playing
there's
this
a lot
weekend?
of other,
Yeah. But
Actually,
have they? Yeah, they've. I don't think they've made that announcement yet. I don't think so.
But they have surely not suspended him.
Right, not yet. The recruit in question, according to this, is believed to have been Javante Smart, who plays for LSU. And at last word, right before we went on the show, hadn't heard if LSU decided whether to let him play
he
against
should not
Vanderbilt.
only be suspended.
Real quick,
they should part ways.
Okay.
Immediately.
Last word here, real quick.
How are these kids going to play for whomever's the coach? Because the things that were said and Will Wade said on that tape, all right, were egregious. And if you're any player on that LSU team, if he even thought about coming back, there's no way they're going to play for him.
I don't know about that.
Let's see how they have a chance to win an SEC first time in a decade, maybe a dark horse run in the Final Four. Will they fall apart and splinter? Will they rally? Far, far different situation, I understand. But 1989, Michigan rallied behind an interim coach and see, but different situation.
As a player, RD, the fact that you roll with me, I don't care about the NCAA. You roll with me.
Yep.
I'll still fight for you.